Three, two, one. All right, everyone. Welcome back to the Bench Warming Beauties. Uh, I guess work from home edition, wherever your home is right now.
Yeah.
Rylee, how's it going?
Oh, it's going. It's going. How are you?
Good. Rylee is on location in Toronto, working her little butt off, making us proud on the CBC Gem app,
It's
putting
the
in.
most I've ever worked in my life.
Are you tired?
I'm very tired. I did sleep last night though. I slept till 6 this morning.
Yeah,
Um,
and I texted you.
you did. Well, so I saw that you sent me something on Facebook. Like tw or so then I looked at Facebook and I saw it and then it said active 22 minutes ago and I was like, "What is going on here?"
Yeah.
And then you
So
texted me like a bit later.
yeah, because I had seen that you replied, and then I was like, oh, I don't want to freak her out that I'm like up at 4 o'clock in the morning, like Pacific time. And I text her being like, so I'm unwell, just letting you know I've been up all night. So that's why I look the way I look. My face has not changed yet. I'm glad it's going to be till after this. But yeah, the break is not going as well as I thought it would go. So
You were supposed to be resting and relaxing and like she was gonna be a whole new person.
yeah, and maybe this is my, it's Chinese New Year's coming up, year of the fire horse, and it was the year. It's still currently, as we're recording on the 16th of February, the year of the snake. So I'm hoping that I'm just shedding whatever bad energy that's left in my body.
Maybe you are.
I think that's what's happening. So I
Well,
feel
that's
okay
good.
now. Last night I was unwell, but I feel better today. But my aura ring is like freaking out.
Yeah, I
Major
told
strain on the body. Take a rest day.
oh, she needs a rest day. I told you that this was I have the excuse to be tired. You're not allowed to be tired. I made you go back to sleep. I said go back to sleep. Only one of us has an excuse here.
And then you're like, you can't be looking like that on the podcast. Here I
Hey,
am.
I've pulled myself together. I think I am the best looking one here.
You are. It will
I
be the first and
showered, I
only
washed
time
my
that it
I
happens.
yeah, probably.
That's so funny.
Um, yeah, because
Well,
I
tell us
haven't
about
been sleeping.
you haven't?
No. Well, I've been waking up in the night. So I'm ad inserting at CBC on the CBC Gem stream. I'm
Right.
inserting any ads you see, but then if you're watching hockey, I'm also controlling mics. I'm controlling what picture image you're seeing before we go to break. So I've been sleeping and then I wake up in the night thinking like, "Oh my God, I don't have my headset on. Like what if I miss a count?" And but all of my dreams are counting and like inserting ads. So that's like and I've been up at like 3 o'clock in the morning every single day. Except for today.
And 3 o'clock in the morning, just so everybody knows, in Toronto is like midnight Vancouver time.
Yeah.
So think about that. Well, I know lots has been going on. Rylee and I, obviously, we had a filler episode last week, which was nice and fun. We talked about our 5K and stuff like that. Um,
Hey, I
so
went
much
for
has,
my run this morning.
okay, listen, you don't need to brag. Okay. I'm unwell over here with potential stomach flu. Okay.
Potential.
I'm
It's all
hoping
in her
maybe,
head.
hopefully, I'll lose some weight from this
That's
to
like
to
the
to
Mexico
far
when
sur
you go to Mexico to lose
Don't even
20
talk to me about
pounds.
it. Don't even talk to me about it. But obviously, lots has happened since Rylee and I sat down to chat last. Kind of going to go into as much as I can and go through our thoughts because lots has happened. So,
Yeah,
shall
Tash made
we?
for the first time, Tash basically has supplied us with all of the notes because I'm in an Olympic bubble, but I'm in like a weird Olympic bubble where like I don't know, I really don't know everything. Like I did the women's game the last game and like
Mhm.
I watched the game, but I can't hear the commentators in my head. So like I'm commentating it myself. But it's kind of gone. So yeah, I'm like, she sent me the notes and I was like, whoa, what do we have going on here?
I
Like, who
told
is this
you.
person? Like,
I
she's a
wrote
new
us.
woman. Like, she's shed her old ways.
We're shedding in categories here.
Yeah.
I wrote as many notes as I could just because, like, as the broadcast was going on, they were giving so much information and all these little tips and tricks, some things I didn't know. So I was like writing it down, and what Rylee and I talked about yesterday off air was that like let's just go off of what we have. We don't need to go into super detail on every game every
Yeah.
minute, but so shall we get started?
Yeah, let's go.
Well, let's start with before anything even happened. Teams got there. Team Canada has been pumping out content like it's their life dependency. It's so crazy. Every time I open my TikTok or Instagram or some sort of app, they are front and center. Even though the content may not be like great, it is so funny. And for some reason, I feel like Natalie Spooner is like the mom of the group, obviously, and like maybe Emmerich Matchmeyer because they're legit moms. But they just look like they're just like trying to do what all the young kids are doing, and
Yeah.
it's just so funny. It's not cringe; it's just hilarious.
Chocolate monsters.
Okay, listen. Rylee and I talked about this yesterday. Natalie Spooner has like a series going that she's like looking for some chocolate lava cake or whatever. I don't know if they heard about this before the games or like if
Yeah,
it's like a
well,
big.
because last year in the summer, well, for Paris, there was like the Muffin Man, and he ate every single chocolate muffin in the village. Like it's a thing. So then she was all
I didn't know
excited
that.
because of so now like the lava cake is like the new the muffin of these Olympics.
Yeah, so she did this whole thing about like looking for this cake. Sorry, you're in Italia. Have a cannoli. Don't look for a chocolate lava cake. You can get that at Cactus Club. Like, you know what I mean? But it's really funny to like see them really just pumping out the content. Like
Mhm.
I don't think even the last Olympics was this much content. So the fact that they're taking us into pretty much every single thing that they do, and that's shopping, that's them eating their meals, getting ready for the games, all of their outfits and everything that their kit came with, what their rooms look like, which everything looks top notch compared to what the last few Olympics looked like. And
Yeah.
I know, we'll kind of get into the athletes village later on, but anyways, what I wanted to start with is that before anything even happened, the norovirus goes around. The amount of anxiety I had, and I'm not even in it. I know it swept through Team Finland, delaying Canada's first game.
Yeah.
I think I think they should have just forfeited that game. I don't think they should have delayed it, even though like it's kind of just like a whatever game. Um, but then other teams were going down with it too, and I'm like, oh no, it's gonna
Yeah.
spread. Who can I send gravel and Imodium to?
Natalie Spooner.
How can I help you guys? I had so much anxiety for them. Um, what else? I'm just like trying to think off the top of my head, even though I have my notes right in front of me.
Yeah.
Kayla, so a few games started before, which was
Yeah.
supposed to be Canada and Finland. Italy played, I think, a game or two before as well.
Yeah.
As Rylee has stated here, Kayla Tutino scored their first opening goal for Italy. Italy has never scored in an Olympics against
Well,
them.
I would just like to chime in here. You had the wrong player score the goal.
Wrong player, but that player also did score, which was Kristen De La Rovere, and she scored the
I
fourth
just
goal for
wanted to tell
Italy.
you your note was
Thank
wrong.
you. Well, I'm trying to work and do that at the same time. And I'm trying to be a supportive friend watching on CBC Gem and not on the TV. So I see all your
Hey, you were
ads.
watching my women's game the other day on the TV, which was quite upsetting.
Well, I do like watching it on the TV.
Yeah, but I'm the
I
one
have a
that
little
I'm
iPad.
giving you the stream there. Like,
Anyways,
I whatever. Well, this is a conversation when we get divorced.
yeah, just added to the list of reasons why we're divorcing. Yeah, Kristen De La Rovere also scored in the game. It was the fourth goal for Italy.
Go,
And
Kristen.
Italy has never won an Olympic game ever.
Italy pulled up for this. They were like for like not Team Canada awesome. They were awesome. Like they were
Yeah.
it was a shock I think to everyone and them and Germany, both of them, great games.
Well, I also feel like in general, the Italians have been doing very well.
Yes, they have.
They are winning medals left, right, and center more than I have ever heard. Typically, I would say, based on the last few Olympics, if I remember correctly, USA always comes out with the most medals. Italy is right there. And I think they've held that top spot for most of the Olympics so far.
Yeah, they're doing, and it must be like, I don't know, you're playing on home soil. I know like a lot of people like are from like other places, but they have like Italian heritage or whatever, and they're playing for Italy. But still, I feel like you're on home soil. You got like the home colors on, like they're
It's
out
crazy.
there.
I know my husband and I had a conversation being like, so should we like try to play for Team Italy? Because we're both Italian.
Yes.
And then he proceeded to tell me that like actually the men's Italian hockey is so incredibly competitive. We have a few people who he knows like play pro there or
Yeah.
like whatever their version of pro is. It is a big deal and really difficult to make those teams. So like maybe for him it would be difficult. Um, for me, it might not be that difficult, but then I did proceed to look it up. I would need to train for the next 4 years starting now.
Yeah.
Every minute until, and I have to go, and you would have to go through so many like approvals. You need to get like IIHF approval. You got to play for certain teams. You got to make certain programs. And I'm like, maybe not in the cards for me
Yeah. Yeah.
anymore.
Yeah, because they have a couple. Well, I know that they have Kristen, who's on the Scepters,
Yeah,
and then Tatino. She used to be on Team Canada.
crazy.
So and then they have like so many other players that are so good too. But so they had an awesome tournament.
Yeah, I'm super happy. And I think just in general, I just think Italy's doing so well. And I think that's just a good reflection on them as like an Olympic committee and what they've been able to pull off there and how absolutely stunning and how well everything is going. I
Yeah.
mean, I didn't hear one bad thing about the rooms in the
No.
athletes village. The food has been fantastic. I think they're like in a pretty central location, so like they have access to shopping and like whatever else. So let's go into the first game. So it was Canada versus Switzerland. Obviously, like I said, the first game with Finland was postponed due to the norovirus. The first note I made was that I hate watching two teams who have very similar colors. It was so incredibly confusing to watch. Yes, they have red and they have white, but the Switzerland like logo, I want to call it a plus sign because I don't know how else to say it,
Yeah.
can look as they're skating very confusing to the maple leaf.
Very. Yes,
So
I agree.
that was super confusing. And then I thought instantly, I wonder if they're doing the jailbreak here. They are not. They
No,
made that very clear in the first game that they were playing that they are not doing the jailbreak rule, which
I'm
you and I
so
were
happy
happy
about that.
about. Um, but
You
this was
like the
a
jailbreak
very
though.
I like it. I didn't like it at first because I didn't understand it fully, but I think now that I've seen it happen in multiple games and it's something that's now like a normal occurrence, I can understand where it comes from because it does delay the game quite a bit.
Hmm.
And I find that every time someone gets a jailbreak, it just progresses the game a bit quicker. You're not waiting for that player to come out and whatever. I will say that this was a good game. The Swiss goalie stood on her head the whole game. I was so incredibly impressed. I mean, Emirates Matchwinner was in net. She got her second Olympic career shutout. It was obviously 4-0 Canada. But Swiss was not going out without a fight. They were playing pretty well and like going back, not maybe as much into the Canadian zone as I thought, but I mean, I wouldn't really expect that. And I think the shots ended up being like 30-3 for Canada. Um, and I think that most of those goals that were scored in that game were from the amazing rebounds that the Swiss goalie was giving.
Yeah, she did
It,
awesome.
it was crazy, but a lot of penalties. Was it this game that had a lot of penalties? No, that was the Czech game,
No,
which we'll get
yeah, I
into.
think yeah, that was the next game.
But there was still quite a bit of penalties. I mean, I'm looking at my notes here. Like Natalie Spooner scored on a power play. Then there was a
Go
boarding
Nat.
hit on Fillier. There's a power play. Boarding hit on Ambrose. Power play. Sarah Fillier again scored on a power play. Then
You
Turnbull got a penalty for interference. Like there's penalties left, right, and
These
center.
notes
Actually,
have amazed me. I'm
I'm telling
shocked.
you. Um,
Wait,
Daryl
what I
Watts
wanted to hit
scored.
on this before the first game.
Tell me.
Okay, do you remember in 2002 before you probably don't because
Probably not. Tell me.
they put a lucky loony in the ice, the Canada team. Someone, not the
Okay.
Canada team, whoever like was doing the ice. They put a lucky loony in on like the red line or something because there was
Yes,
something that was missed.
I did hear that. They did that in 2010 as well.
Mm.
I didn't get confirmation that that actually was in the ice here in Italy.
It's not,
It's
but
not. Okay.
someone gave Emma Malte a wooden loon that they've like now carried around like as their mascot, basically.
I did
And
see
people
that.
are saying like, is this the lucky loon?
No, can I tell you though, Emma Malte has grown on me so much during this Olympics. Her TikToks are absolutely hilarious. And have you seen the TikToks going around where they're like asking the athletes to say their names?
Yes. Oh my God. It's so bad. They didn't
Emma
edit out
Malte,
anything. Uh-huh.
Emma Malte. It's almost like she was unsure. Like it's so funny. And I listen to it multiple times a day because it's just the way she says it. I don't know if she's kind of like a little bit like airy,
I think
but
there
like
might be.
she is so funny. She's really grown on me this Olympics. I didn't really pay attention to her as much as I did before this, but oh my God, hilarious. But yeah, I did see that she was walking around with the loon.
Yeah, but okay,
Um,
with these voiceover things, they didn't cut out the guy asking. He'll ask them to say their name and then he goes, "Awesome, great." Like whatever. And then they say their name again and all of that is still in it. Like they didn't cut anything. So like you can hear their conversation after or like between or like did I say that right? Like
it's so funny. They're like Natalie Spooner. And he's like, fantastic. And he's like, one more time. She's like, okay. It's so
Are
funny.
you sure?
Are you it's like, yep, yep. Emma Malte, Emma
Malting.
Malte. Like she's so confused. Um, I only saw the loon though after the last game that they played.
It's been like in interviews and stuff. Like they've
Oh,
like Aaron Ambrose was like holding it up one time like behind whoever
they're
was
so
speaking.
funny.
Yeah.
I like that they're
I've caught up all on all of that. I've been watching shorts on YouTube of all the
yeah,
Olympic stuff because I'm like, I was like, I need to catch up here.
that's so funny. I will say though, I don't feel confident that this is the tournament's going to lead to a gold for Canada. I'm just gonna say that now. I'm being very honest. They are still playing amazing, but I think what the important part about this Olympics is that they're building such good rapport for this team that in the future they will become more dangerous. I feel like this is like their first time all playing together, even though most of them have played in separate teams together. This is their first opportunity of them playing all on one team. And like Canada has the most PWHL players on this team. I would say it's like 99% PWHL players
Yeah,
or
because
100 if
USA
I'm
has all of
confident to
those,
say
all
that.
of the university kids,
Exactly.
which are
Um,
so good.
they are unbelievable. And we'll get into the Canada and US game because there was a shit ton of notes that I took there too. But the Czechia team, that was a chippy game. That was real. I was not expecting it to be that physical. Um, I mean, we still won 5-1, which was great. But
And
we
that
need to
game, oh,
we
sorry,
need to
go.
talk about that hit on Poulin.
That knocked her out. Oh,
That
that
was
was
from
heartbreaking.
I think her name's is it Christina Kaltenkova. So she plays
Good
for
work.
New York. Okay, I can only say a few names on that team. The commentators that were doing that game, I don't know how they had time to breathe in between those Czech names because they're so long. They're like Kaltenkova to something Valley Kova to something Stova. I'm like, oh my God, what is happening here? Because they have just like very ethnic names.
Yeah.
And oh my God, like I couldn't, me and Nick were watching the game together and he's like, listen to these commentators. I was like, I know, it's incredible how they're able to have every single name pronounced perfectly. And it sounds legit. I mean, I'm sure like I've screwed up on names before, but it was crazy.
Yeah, they did good.
Okay, so in this game, again, very chippy. I noticed that Emma Malte was chippy right before the puck even dropped. She
She
started
is a
like,
chippy player though.
I can
In the
I tell
most
you?
recent game when her and I forget the captain of Germany, they both got a penalty it was like at a face off. And it was like Emma started
Yeah,
it and I was like I mean, it just wasn't necessary. Like I get her
no,
like trying to like get in her head or whatever, but it was just like, okay, like come on.
they were definitely trying to get in her head. But there was like I'll just note a few things here. Tripping call on Laura Stacey, which was an early power play for them. We're not a fact. Illegal hit. Like then of course the hit on Poulin that was devastating to watch and to see her limp off the ice and did not come back.
Yeah, it was terrible.
There
That
was
was heartbreaking.
that was I couldn't believe it. And I had to watch it a few times because I didn't realize that it was Kaltnikova that hit her.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh shit. And I could feel like anybody else who was watching that game had the same reaction, like, uh-oh,
Like
uh-oh,
not good. Like really
not good.
of all times, like it's gonna be in the Olympics that this is gonna happen.
Well, and I noticed because, like I said, this was a very like high penalty minute game for both teams, I would say, but all hits were within a couple feet of the boards, which is incredibly dangerous, especially with that hit on Poulin.
Hmm.
Like, then of course during like the intermission between second and third, they declared that MPP was not coming back to the game. That was
Heartbreaking.
stabbed me in the heart at that point. Like, but I mean, in a game like this, okay, yes, they're already winning. Like maybe she can, if it was like a big game, I could see her not missing it and going back
Yeah.
out and just like fighting through an injury. We also have to remember now that when these players go back to their teams, it's not like the Olympics are over and they're going back to their regular lives. They have to perform for their PWHL teams.
Yeah.
And if you're injured, like how are you supposed to continue to play?
Yeah. Well, did you see the guy that broke his leg when he played
Oh
Canada?
my God, I know.
That was brutal.
That was so scary to watch. But that's why I'm saying all of these hits are going very close to the board with enough force that they're doing injuries like that. Like it was crazy.
Yeah.
I couldn't believe it. And again, like second period, 3, 4 penalties for the Canada team. And it was not even they're not even big hits, but again, they're happening so close to the bench or to the boards, sorry, that like you kind of have to call it because it looks so dirty. And a lot of illegal hits.
Yeah. It's rough out there.
Yeah, I mean, Sarah Nurse and another Czechia player got a double penalty for roughing, which I was
Oh,
hoping that Sarah Nurse would just like beat the shit out of her, but
but she didn't. Well,
she
so
didn't.
in this Olympics, like the men aren't allowed, like you're not allowed to fight, otherwise you're done.
Yeah,
Like fighting is not
it's
allowed,
not the
which is interesting.
NHL.
Yeah, that's fair.
It's not the NHL.
And it's here for like skill and like you're here to win. You're not here to fight. It's not a show.
Yeah, and although Czechia lost this game, I feel as though, and maybe this was a lot of like what teams were trying to not plan to do, but like it just felt like they were all just trying to injure Canadian players. That's what it felt like to me, especially
Yeah.
that Czechia game because there was a penalty every 2 seconds being called on something. I mean, it was a good game, but it was almost frustrating to watch because it was always like penalty, boarding, illegal hit, roughing, and I'm like, what the hell is going on here? Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah.
It just kind of frustrated me a little bit. It was a good game, but I just felt like it could have been less physical.
Yeah, more play, less physical.
Yes. Now the Team Canada versus US.
That was that was so sad.
It
That
was
was like,
very sad. They declared MPP out day by day with a lower body injury. They replaced her as a captain with Brianne Jenner, I think.
good move.
Pretty sure. I thought that was a great move. I didn't
Yeah.
realize that until about halfway through the game.
Well, okay, someone posted in
Oh no.
Golden Eyes group chat
Yeah.
that they had made Jen Gardner the captain of the team.
You didn't tell me that.
And
That's
I
so funny.
they're like Jen Gardner's out there with the C. And I was like I went back, I'm like, wait, what are they talking about?
Well, I actually misheard as well. Like I kept getting when I think Brianne Jenner scored in a game, like one of the other games
She
that
scored
they
her
played.
first goal recently.
Yes, and I was like, Jen Gardner, amazing. And then Nick was like, no, it wasn't Jen Gardner, idiot. It was Brianne Jenner. I was like, oh, because he was listening
Okay,
and I just
okay.
missed it. But I also feel like, and I love my girl Jen, I feel like she's getting lost on this team a little bit. I can't imagine the pressure of being first time on Team Canada. There's a lot of pressure to win gold. Um, and I feel like I didn't hear her name until like the fourth game.
I know. Until she scored her goal. That was like the first time that you hear
You didn't
that.
even talk to me about that.
You
Yeah.
were sleeping.
Yeah, we'll
I
talk
was
about it. We'll
like
talk about it. Did you see my notes for that game?
I was watching, I was like, oh my God, it was like 5 a.m. your time. I'm like, I wish Tash was awake with me right now. Like I was watching the game before
I
I
thought the game started at 7:30.
no, it was like 5 o'clock your time. And I was like, oh my God.
Shit. Anyways,
Yeah. I wasn't
um,
doing my work. I was just watching this game. And
I'm
then Jen
sure.
scored. And then I was like, oh, yes.
Oh. Now, the USA game I felt was actually a good way for them to kind of like size them up and see what they need to do. I don't know if having MPP in that game would have done much.
I think it would have helped the team environment. I feel like not having her on the bench because she's such like a positive, like go get him person. I feel
Yeah.
like that would have helped. But because I
Yeah.
feel like they gave up. I feel like after the
Well,
third goal, they gave up. And it
I
was just,
think I don't know if I would say they gave up. I think they panicked. They were panicking for the rest of the game. Um, then I thought this was crazy. I've never seen this in an Olympic game before where the coach challenged the goal. So what happened was is that it was 3-0 USA. The puck crossed the line, but it also was they're all running into the goalie.
yeah.
So the Canada coach said, we're going to challenge this for goalie interference, which I felt was very fair. I think they should have still called something on it. Challenge was unsuccessful and they still allowed the goal.
Did you see
I
Poulin's
was,
reaction
she
to
was so
that?
mad.
No, was
Yeah.
she thought that they called it
Yeah.
no
And
goal at first, and she's like cheering, and
yeah,
then
then she,
Haley Osborne beside her, yeah, she's like,
she's
no, no.
like,
And she's like,
put
what?
your hand down, put your hand down. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
We're not
But
cheering right now.
I'll say this too is that I was listening to Jocks and Jills before they headed out to Milan, and Tessa said it best. They should have handed her a clipboard and said, note down everything from this game and let's,
Let's
get
do it.
going.
Yeah.
Um, I do feel like it was a good game. I mean, like I said, Canada panicked through the first period till the end of the game. Um, they
I
changed goalies as
yes.
well. Sorry, did you want to say something?
I was just saying, like, I'm happy that they had two more, like, well, I guess three now before they face US in the finals. Because I
Yes,
was like,
I
they need
agree.
time to regroup.
I agree.
Like they need to
Um,
like they need those extra games, like after like losing that badly to the US. You need to regroup. You
yeah,
need to like get a feel for everyone else again. Like let's play back together, like
yeah, I agree.
regroup here.
The other thing that made this game historic is that they had Layla Edwards, who is the first Black woman to play for Team USA. But at the same time, in this game, it was the first time in Olympic history where they had three Black women playing in an Olympic game, which is huge.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Again, should have happened sooner, but I think Layla Edwards handles that title very well as being the first and setting a very good example for girls in the future to have that dream. So I appreciated that. I'm also very interested to see what kind of rivalry that this brings to the PWHL.
Oh, I think there'll be total rivalries. Like,
I think I I'll say it again. I'll say it again and again and again. We're going to stop shaking hands at some point because people are going to start hating each other, and I think this is a good start. This
we're
is a good
gonna
start.
always shake hands.
Anyways, I don't want people to come for me in the comments. I obviously slept through game 4 versus Finland. Rylee texted me. She's like, I wish you were watching this game right now. And then I responded to her at like 10 after 7, being like, why? What
Yeah.
do you mean? She goes, Jen Gardner just scored. And I was like, so I have no notes on that game, but I'm assuming it went well because it was 5-0 Canada.
Yeah,
So,
it was great. It was a good game. Yeah, it was first thing in the morning. I wasn't doing work and I just watched it. So
and
um and basically Jen Gardner scoring, that was like my highlight. I was like all giddy. My friend was like cutting clips for it.
yeah,
And I'm like, Jen Gardner scored. That's our girl. That's our home. The commentator said hometown hero so many times.
I think we should like have royalties on this. Like, I can't wait for Jen Gardner to come to our podcast for an interview. And I'm just gonna
The,
say, like, when they call you a hometown hero, it's because I called you that.
and the Golden Eyes even posted our hometown hero.
Yeah, it's crazy. Um, Last game that they have played here until they play later today. Rylee and I are recording on the 16th in the morning, so they're playing at noon Pacific time.
Yeah.
This was the quarters versus Germany. MPP came back. 26 PWHL players were in action. I saw that on the PWHL website. Again, I thought that this was a good game.
I
It was
wish
kind
she
of just
didn't come back.
who? Oh, Poulin. Yeah.
I think that she should have saved. She looked during warm-ups, you could tell like on one of her sides, like
She was favoring her
she wasn't
knee.
100%.
Yeah.
And I'm like, they didn't need her. Like, I mean, I could see the first couple minutes on the period of the first
Hmm.
period, but I
Hmm.
think having her come out and play the whole entire game, I think that was stupid. I think she needs to be saved for today
Yeah.
and for
The
the
next game.
finals if they
Yeah.
well, when they make it to the finals. But I think
Yeah.
having her play that whole game, and she was out there a lot.
She was. I think she had like pretty high playing minutes. But with that being said, she scored with 5 minutes left in the game, and she ties Haley Wickenheiser for most Olympic goals scored, which is 18.
Which
Um,
that was awesome.
Amazing.
Because I'm pretty sure she's gonna pass that this
She's
tournament.
gonna pass that this tournament for sure, at least by one or two, I would say
Yeah.
at the most. But
And
if not, and she stays there, that's cool too.
that game, we always talk well, we talked before how like Poulin and Stacy were like the Sedin twins. They
Mhm.
had Stacy and Poulin not on the same line.
I know, and I kind of liked it. I kind of didn't mind it at all. I thought it was a good shakeup to the lines, and I think that Poulin played well without Stacy, and vice versa.
Yeah,
I
100. Well, I
actually,
think Stacy's had an unreal tournament. I think
I
she's
was
played,
just about to
she's fully
say,
stepped up. She's played awesome. And I was listening to an interview with her, like I was listening to it this morning, but it happened like a bit ago. And she was like ready to give up, like after the last Olympics. She was like, my time's done. Like I'm done here. And then then the PWHL came and she was like going back to school to go like learn. And then the PWHL came, she came back and then
most people go back to school to learn, by the
I
way.
mean, I didn't do that. I'm just
Okay,
kidding.
that's so funny.
Um,
You're so
but
funny.
she was like ready to be done after she won her gold medal. But then now we got her here and she's on fire.
She's had an amazing tournament. Like you said, she stepped up immensely when this
Hmm.
team needed it. And all of I would say the vets did. As soon as
Yeah.
MPP went out, I think they stepped into a role that they probably should have been doing anyway. But I feel like they kind of rely on her to be that captain. And I also read, and I don't remember if we talked about it on here. No, we didn't. She also hates being called Captain Clutch.
She does.
She hates it.
She's
I'm
like, that's not my
shocked.
name.
She goes, "My name is Marie-Philip Poulin," and I'm like,
Marie-Philip.
I honestly feel that. Like, I don't hate that. I don't like calling her Captain Clutch. I feel like they're all like, she's Captain Canada, and like, what's her name? The commentator.
Who are we talking?
What's her
Cassie?
name? Yes. Kathy Pascal Campbell. Is it not Campbell Pascal? No, you're right. No, you're right. Because I kept saying it back to
Oh, are you
myself,
seeing
you know.
my note?
I see your note.
I
And
don't
then
even, I can't even find that note. I was looking for that note.
that's okay.
There we go. I
Um,
found it.
yeah, said that MVP is probably one of the best players in the world and best captain that Canada's ever had. Um,
Which
I
people
don't.
were saying controversial, but I don't think that's controversial at all. I think it's true. You look at like she has Team Canada on her back.
She has the whole country on her back, let
Yeah.
alone not just as a
I think
team.
even the other teams, people were saying the other teams, like from other teams, they were sad they weren't going to play against Poulin because Poulin is Canada. They're like, it's like that sucks.
Yeah,
Because I think everyone wants to play the best of the best for your country.
absolutely.
Like that would be the
The,
same if Hillary Knight was out for USA. It would be like not the same.
she's also having an incredible tournament. I haven't watched many USA games because they kind of are just big blowout games, so I try not to watch too many of them. The other thing I just wanted to know before we move on to other Olympic things is I am so surprised that, and I think her name's Aneta Tejralova, went up to Sarah Fillier after the Czechia game.
Anita.
And is it Anita? I didn't know how to say it.
I don't know.
Anyways,
I thought that's what it was, but
Sarah Lova went up to her and apologized, saying like, "Yeah, you good. Like, I did not mean to hit you like that. Like, it was not meant to be." And they had a nice interaction. I'm not sure if Sarah Fillier was like feeling it.
well, she was
Um,
also mid-interview.
oh, is that what it was? Okay,
Yeah,
she just
Sarah
well,
Fillier was
it
mid-interview.
looked like maybe she was taking her skates off. Like, I wasn't really sure what was happening, but
Yeah,
I'm so glad
but it
that
was
she
caught on
went and
camera. I'm like, yeah, it was
caught on
great.
camera. I loved it. I
Yeah.
loved it. So moving on to the opening ceremonies, Rylee. I was in awe.
Oh,
I don't remember a opening ceremonies being this good since the 2010 Olympics here in Vancouver.
see, I don't usually watch the opening ceremonies.
Oh,
I
I don't
watched
watch
it
the
this year.
closing ceremonies.
I don't watch closing
Yeah,
ceremonies
I
ever.
don't care about those. The dancers were absolutely beautiful. I loved the museum art, like history theme, absolutely gorgeous. I didn't really understand the color people, when they were like in pink, blue, and green, and they were kind of like dressed as espresso machines. Didn't really understand that. I can understand it's very Italian, but when I think of Italy, I don't think of like primary colors, so I was a little bit confused.
Like, why weren't
Um,
they dressed as pizza and pasta? Some pasta.
I needed a meatball running around, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Um, then it
Hey,
was,
question.
yeah,
What were you thinking of, like, people dressed up? Okay, those people that were walking all the teams out, they were like dressed in those jackets and like what were your thoughts on that?
my thoughts are that they looked like Lizzie McGuire when she went to Italy for the movie and they dressed her up in that igloo dress. That's what I thought.
And was that like why they did it?
I don't think so. But I just saw someone on TikTok being like, I've seen this before. And then it cuts to the Lizzie McGuire movie of her in like the igloo dress. And I was dying. Like, I was like, yeah, that's accurate. I'm definitely going to say that. Um, Now, Mariah Carey coming out and singing a classic Italian song, Volare. I was in tears most of the opening ceremony because for me, this is very special. This is in a very close place to my hometown where my family originates from, singing all of these songs that I grew up listening to. And like still to this date, all of these songs that they played at the opening ceremonies was played at my wedding.
Oh,
Like
that's
they
cool.
are classic Italian songs.
At
The
the church?
Italian, no, at the reception, like
Oh, okay.
DJ. Yeah, they're
Oh,
like classic,
oh,
like,
oh,
oh yeah, they're pump up songs.
oh.
I also used to run a pageant through the Italian Center here in Vancouver called Miss Calabria. And these are classics. Like you won't
Okay.
go to any sort of Italian banquet without any of these songs playing. And if they don't play, you need to leave.
Okay. Noted.
The Italian flag and suits, those were done by Giorgio Armani, obviously Italian, dyed, gorgeous. Them walking in and just seeing how the flag looked kind of like deconstructed, very cool. Um, I was just crying the whole time. I was
I'm sure
crying.
you were.
No, I was not well watching this opening ceremonies. Then, of course, it starts with all the athletes walking in. They were walking into multiple places, not just into the arena.
So that I have to
Yes.
say,
Tell us, Rylee.
I didn't realize that all the athletes were walking in from different places.
Yeah, I know
So like
because you texted me and you're like, I'm really confused here, and I'm like, oh boy.
some are walking in the arena, then there's like snow, and then there's like another group that are following in more snow. And I'm like, hey, are they walking outside and then walking into the building and like they're all just like staggered behind each
Yeah,
other?
yeah,
That's what was going through my head. And then finally I realized that like somehow someone was like, "Oh, this is in this area and then this is in this." And I was like, "Oh my God." Like
yeah. Because there's so many places where they need to do everything, right?
but I just thought everyone was all together for opening ceremonies. But I'm just like, "Where's the snow?" I just couldn't see it and I was like, "Where are they coming from outside?"
Can you imagine? You're just like so confused. And it was confusing for the first like little bit until they said like, oh, the players are walking into Cortina or like whatever,
Yeah,
because that's where all the snow is.
Milano,
And
Cortina.
exactly. Now the Italian national anthem, sung by a classic, very well-known Italian singer, Laura Pausini. Um, I was a mess. But then I got really upset because there was a commercial thrown in the middle of the Italian national anthem, CBC, for
I didn't work
Ozempic.
that day.
No,
It
I'm not
wasn't
blaming
me.
you. But here it is. It's like Italia, Italia, and it's like do 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 do, like for the Ozempic commercial. I'm like, what is happening here? Also, not to be like taking this a bit more seriously, but like super disrespectful to play a commercial during a national anthem for anybody. So I was so disappointed.
I my question, I wonder if they knew that it was the national anthem.
Uh, that could have been a potential, but I also watched this opening ceremony
Did you
twice.
watch this on Gem or did you watch this on TV?
I watched it on TV.
Okay, okay. That's
Yeah, but
interesting.
I also watched it twice. So during the day, I watched it on CBC, and at
Hmm.
night, I watched it with my mom and my aunt on NBC. And they
Hmm.
didn't even show the Italian national anthem.
Oh, wow.
They also didn't show the speech being done by the Olympic Committee, the older gentleman, and they only showed a part of um, the lady who runs the Olympics, the blonde. She was super cute. Um, they only showed a portion of her speech, so I wasn't really sure what NBC was looking
Hmm.
at, but it was very interesting to see how different broadcasting stations looked
Yeah.
and like zoomed into different things. Then of course, all the athletes are walking in. Like I said, they walked in all different areas. I like the fact that they were kind of throwing on CBC is that like the last time Canada won 14 gold medals was in 2010, and there was also 206 athletes present for that Olympics, and that is the same amount of athletes that we have for this Olympics.
And I would just like to say
Tell me.
this Olympics, with expecting 14 gold medals or whatever, we have one. We're on, I think today is day 10 and of the Olympics,
Mm-hmm.
and we have one that we got yesterday.
Really?
We lost many that should have been ours. There's speed skating ones, there was snowboarding ones, there was skiing ones. And somehow we haven't come out. We came out with one. Mikael Kingsbury,
I was
who
just gonna
was
say,
our torchbearer.
yeah.
He was our winner of gold, but we have no more golds. Like Team Canada, you're letting me down.
Well, I know that
You're
there was
letting
some
Canada down.
controversy with the ice dancing or whatever, with the couple from France and the couple from the US or something like that.
Oh,
I
for
don't,
Piper and Paul,
yeah, so they also won, they won bronze, right?
they won bronze, yeah. Which
I
their
think
performance was awesome. It was like
I loved her costume. How stunning.
theirs was like I think every single person in studio was like sobbing but me. Um
Because
even the
Rylee doesn't
boys.
have an emotional bone in her
No, but
body.
but like everyone was silent, like watching, and like when it finished, like everyone started clapping. It was like, and
So nice for
it was
them.
like it was such a cool experience, like to be able to like watch that like live in studio. I don't know, that one was like that. My mom was like texting me. She's like, "Are you watching Piper and Paul?" I'm like, yeah, I'm watching Piper and Paul."
So cool. The other thing I wanted to say too is that I'm not super thrilled with their Lululemon Olympic gear.
Yeah,
I'm sorry, because we're going to get into this too. USA walking in, they had 235 athletes, best uniforms. They were done by Ralph Lauren. I'm sorry, I would rather pay $500 for a Team USA Ralph Lauren jacket than a Canadian Lululemon jacket.
yeah. The U.
Sorry,
I feel like the US always comes out better. Their
looks
jerseys
so
for
good,
hockey, they look a little old school. They are so
gorgeous.
sharp.
They're
They are
so
like
nice.
both like lights and darks. They're both great.
Mm-hmm.
I was like what like them against Canada. Like Canada has a really I really like their white jerseys. The red
Gorgeous.
looks orange on TV.
Oh, I didn't think that.
Oh, maybe it's just like how I'm
Maybe it was
watching it.
whatever you were watching it. Yeah.
Um, but I
The
found
other,
like when they were matched, I was like, oh, their jerseys are better. But I feel like they always kind of are.
well, I'm sorry, but like I said, their walk-in outfits were absolutely stunning. Like I
Yeah.
will, don't be surprised if I buy something from Ralph Lauren, Team USA,
US.
and wear it to the podcast because it just looks so
Just
well
tape
made.
Canada on the sides.
It's fine. It's fine. But the other thing I wanted to note as well is that obviously I think with Olympics, with everything that's going on in the world, it's really hard not to make it political. I think Italy did a really good job with not kind of feeding into the like shit that's going on in the US. Um, but I did see a TikTok video that like someone had posted being like, this is what it actually sounded like when USA walked in, and a lot of people were booing.
Oh,
They
see, I
had
saw it, and there's a lot of people cheering when they actually walked in.
I don't know if they just did that because they didn't want to show the booing. I don't know, what that looks like from a broadcasting point of view. But there was definitely some booing because then there was some guy there that I don't know, their vice president or something. I don't
Yeah,
freaking
see,
know.
they showed the booing, but they were actually cheering. If you look
Mm-hmm.
deeper into it, there was a lot of people cheering.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I missed that. Um, then of course the Italian crown jewel, Andrea Bocelli, the classiest Italian man you've ever seen in your life. I don't know the song that he played. I know my mom said it's like a classic, but I only know like the basic one. Absolutely stunning. Love him. He looked so good. And you like kind of have to, but that's why I wanted to touch on actually before even when I said that Mariah Carey was singing Volare, why was Mariah Carey there?
Yeah,
She's
that's
not
what I
Italian.
texted you and I said, is she Italian? Like
And I was
what are
like,
we
I don't
going what's
know.
going on here?
I was like, I don't think so. And then you're like, she's Irish. I'm like, well, that's not Italian. But it could have just been that he got asked to, they
Yeah.
kind of had not just Italian performers, which was nice. Although like this is your opportunity to do that. Because then Charlize Theron, I think is how you say her name, she came out for this beautiful speech on world peace.
I missed that.
Love that. It was beautiful. She came out looking slick. I mean, she's gorgeous on a regular day, so I can just imagine. She looked so good, and to have that nice speech on like world peace, that like it was kind of Italy's stance on like we're not bringing anything political here. This
Yeah.
is strictly for the Olympics and nothing else. Now I know that's not been consistent, I'll say, due to like some bobsledder with a helmet from the Ukraine. Um, for those who don't know, like he got disqualified because he had other Olympic athletes on his helmet um, to honor them because they had passed in the war against in Ukraine, and he got disqualified because of his helmet.
Yeah, he did.
And they told him like it's very simple, like we're trying to keep this like neutral and like whatever. I think, don't quote me on this. I'm just based on videos and stuff I've seen. But I also don't hate his point. These are people who have participated in Olympics and we're just honoring them. And I don't think it should be that big of a deal. But I can understand from like the Olympic committee side that that's controversial.
Hmm.
But that wasn't the only thing that was controversial. Then you have just things that have been happening around the Olympics. Tate McRae comes out in a commercial to support Team USA. Girl, what the hell?
Yeah, that's
You're
insane.
from Edmonton or something.
Yes.
You're from Alberta. Why are
Like
you in a Team USA talking to an owl?
it makes no sense.
It's
What is she thinking?
I mean, if there's a big paycheck there, yeah, I'd probably take it too. Like, sorry.
But it's just
But
weird. Like, why would you even want someone that's not from your like Canada's not gonna have Taylor Swift like come out and do something? Like it doesn't make sense.
well, it also would be different if we had like confirmed that she was dating Jack Hughes, but she's been seen with somebody else since
Mm.
the Olympics started because Jack Hughes is obviously on the USA team. Um, yeah, I thought that was weird. I thought it was interesting, and like so many people are really upset about it, which I can understand why, but crazy.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, the computer just turned on.
Oh, that's good. Extra
um,
light.
Now, what
Um,
we talked about last episode or the episode
yes.
before, our girl Lindsey Vonn,
Oh, that was heartbreaking.
that was she was 10 seconds into her run.
Yeah, it was terrible.
Airlifted, her pole like caught.
Yeah, it wasn't even from her knee that she tore her ACL. It was
Oh,
from her, it was like an arm thing. It was the pole.
now I love her. I love what she stands for. I'm so happy that she tried to come back. Unfortunately, it didn't work out for her. Obviously, she was airlifted and had like 3 surgeries in a matter of days.
Yeah.
Um, at what point do we retire and give that position to somebody new?
I mean, I think it was her last attempt, and I think I feel like there's a lot of hate going on that she shouldn't have went and she should have gave it to someone else.
Yeah,
But I think she made it, and like I wouldn't give up my spot.
no,
Like if I could give everything that I had, I wouldn't give up my spot. Like I just wouldn't.
yeah. I mean, it's tough, and everybody was, obviously devastated. Okay, I have to laugh though because after she crashed, the commentator was like, "Oh, and there's her dad standing next to Snoop Dogg." I was like, "Why is that important?" Snoop Dogg
Snoop's
is
been
a
in
huge.
everything. He's been in
That
everything. He's been
guy,
at
he
speed
fucking
skating.
loves the Olympics. He loves the Olympics. Have you ever seen him like commentate on the like equestrian
No.
with Kevin Hart? Rylee, I have to send it to you. It is the funniest thing to see these horses like do these like dances. He's like, I'm gonna get this fucking horse in a video. Like it's so. I'll send it to you after. It's
Yeah, do it.
hilarious. But I thought that was an interesting note. Like, oh, there's her family standing next to Snoop Dogg. Like,
Great.
cool. Um, yeah, but that was heartbreaking all in its own, and it happened so early in the Olympics. And she had crashed obviously days before that, where she's like, "No, I feel good. I'm just gonna go and give it my best." And
Yeah.
then for her to get caught on that pole and just fall sideways looked
And she
incredibly painful. She broke
she's
her leg.
she's like you could hear scream on the stream.
Well, yeah, you
And it
broke
was
your
like,
leg.
yeah.
She did, and I don't know if it was the same knee or not, but like at that point, you might as well just fix everything. Oh,
Yeah.
heartbreaking. Heartbreaking. I felt so bad for her. I really did.
So I think that was her last Olympics.
Safe to say. But also, Canadian snowboarder Mark McMorris also got injured before the Olympics and he was not participating either.
No, he missed big air. Okay, so many people were getting injured before the like the week before the Olympics.
What at what
There
point
was
does
a
anyone just
number
stay
of
home?
Canadians.
Quarantine. Like
Yeah,
everyone
it
just
was like
stay
what the
put.
heck? Mark McMorris, he that was in training. Like it was just like, oh, like really? Like do we have to train? Can't we just go straight
And
out
you
there?
already made it.
Yeah.
Who cares?
Yeah. But
Yeah,
I think
it was
his
weird.
medal or because he made it to the next round for slope style yesterday, and I believe that's on today.
Oh, so he is performing.
Both Canadians went through, so that was great.
Jeez.
But Canadians, we've lost so many things. It's actually insane how many things that we have come close to that we just like didn't. Like Elizabeth Hosking, she didn't I was expecting big things for her on the half pipe.
Yeah.
Every single run on her last trick whatever she
Hmm.
crashed, and like I guess like that it just gets in your head. Like I think the last one too, it's like I have to do this one, I have to do this one,
Well,
because if she had landed her last one there was a chance of her advancing, because so or not even advancing, getting on a podium, because so many of the competitors for that, they were
yeah.
all falling. And but it also had warmed
Yeah.
up that day,
Hmm.
so I feel like there was something like with the snow. Because
That's
apparently, and then the
possible.
blue lines too, apparently are super slippery and icy. So
Well,
like
yeah,
if you
because
hit
they're
those,
freshly painted
oh, I guess so.
almost every time.
Oh, I didn't even
What
think
was
of
I
that.
what was I gonna say? Oh, I had it on my thing. I can't remember. I can't imagine. Oh, that's what I was saying. I can't imagine the amount of pressure, that is for people.
Yeah.
Like for me, like I would love just to go and just say that I was an Olympic athlete, not place. I could place 20th, fine with that. I just want a tattoo. You know what I mean? Like that's what I'm there for.
Just a
Obviously there's
tattoo.
so much work and effort that goes into it in your life and the way that you are, your lifestyle with your family, if you have one, like it's a very big commitment,
Yeah.
obviously.
And then you go
Um,
and win, and then your medal breaks.
I was just about to say, now these are also the highest value medals that the Olympics has ever had, only due to the silver and the gold prices, which I think is hilarious. But they're also beautiful medals. But they were saying, like, do not, let me just find it, do not jump up and down with them because they will break. So just because I saw this on Instagram, is that the gold plated gold medal is estimated to be worth about 2,300 US. That's crazy. Silver is around 1,400 US, and the bronze around 5 to $10 US. So you go all the way there and you get a $10 medal. Now, the other
Perfect.
thing I thought interesting, which I actually didn't put in our notes, every US Olympian will go home with $200,000, regardless on if they win, thanks to a billionaire's donation. Did you see this?
Yeah, and I know that Canadian Olympic funding is very down.
Very down. He is the CEO of Stone Ridge Holdings, and he is giving each Olympic and Paralympic athlete $200,000 if they have competed in three Olympic performances. Like you're getting $600,000. Like that's crazy.
Yeah.
Love that for the U.S. though. Just
Must
saying.
be nice.
Yeah. So you get a $10 medal, but you do get $200,000 from a billionaire.
Yeah.
Um, Also very controversial. The NHL players are leaving the athletes' village. I'm not surprised, first of all.
I think
These
we are,
guys
yeah,
are
I think we
used
have
to
different
staying at
views
the
on this.
Ritz, and they're staying at the athletes' village in a double bed. Yeah, I don't know. I actually don't really care whether they stay in the athletes' village or not. They all have the means to be able to stay in nice hotels, and if that's what's going to help them win gold, I'm all for it.
I think if you're going to the Olympics, you stay where like it's the whole part of it. And I
Yeah.
think that I just think that you stay in the village. I don't agree with it.
I mean, I think maybe I it was different maybe in Vancouver where it's a Canadian city, it was very magical. I would imagine Italy feels the same for a lot of like maybe Italian athletes. Um, I honestly just don't care.
Well, I think you make if you're going to the Olympics, you stay.
But they've done it before, so why is it a
I
big deal now?
well, I don't know. I've never kept up with it before because I'm so young, you know.
Anyways, there she is age shaming. I knew that was coming at some point this episode.
It had to come. Okay, well,
We're
speaking of, oh, go for it.
I was just gonna say we're pretty much just firing off in these notes here that we don't
Yeah.
really care.
Yeah, I was gonna go back to above, but I was gonna talk, speaking of young people,
Yes, go ahead.
um, Quad God. Quad
I
God let
Can I
everyone
tell you, I
down.
don't know who this is.
Oh,
You were talking to me like I knew what we were talking about yesterday, and I was
well,
like,
yeah,
you can talk on this. I don't know.
because you had said, oh, yes. So I assumed you
I
knew.
had just heard like what, you know.
Um, yeah, so Malinin, I always struggle with his name. Malinin.
Madeline.
He was the quad god. So I didn't really know about him before. I
Yeah,
thought it was like everyone was calling him the quad god for his quads. No,
fair.
turns out it's a quadruple axle. And he's like the only guy that can do this quadruple axle and land it. So he pulled that out at the Olympics. He pulled it out many, many times.
Yeah.
And everyone's like, he's got gold. Like he was on fire. He did a backflip on skates on the ice.
Yes. I did see that.
Yeah. So everyone's called him Quad God, and then he goes to the finals. He's 21, and he fell two times,
No.
and it was like sad to see. But then he talked about it in an interview after, and he's like, I wasn't prepared for the Olympics. Like he didn't know what it was going to be like. I think all the nerves got to him.
Of course.
But
There's
like
so
he was
much
going out there
pressure.
and doing so much more than everyone else. Like he could have won without doing these quadruple axles. I was listening to the commentators. He could have won without doing all of this stuff, but he went out and tried to like he was breaking like pushing the boundaries,
Yeah, of course. But
and then he failed.
also,
But
someone like this is going to have a career that far surpasses the Olympics, I'm going to assume. I
yeah,
would compare him to, is it Johnny Weir?
I don't know.
He is a USA Olympic skater, and he is now in like full blown broadcasting, podcasting. He is on Traders right now with his like
Oh,
hosting partner Tara, or something like that. So I mean, I would say for the most part, that's why I'm like super pumped about the Canadian teams like just pumping out content because it's so much more than just posting it so that people can see it. Like I feel so much more like understanding of what's going on a day-to-day basis. And there's also a understanding for Ilia that like the fear of the unknown. You have no idea what's going to happen when you get there. You don't know what the like you've traveled with me, Rylee. Like, you don't know what the hotel's going to be like, and what kind of food they have, and is the food cooked, and like these are all like
all the
very
things that go into account.
absolutely. And I think for him to say like, yeah, I wasn't prepared, I think that's totally fair, especially if it's your first Olympic.
Yeah,
Like
he's only 21. He's got probably two more Olympics at least to go.
he's got a good career ahead of him. In the figure skating news as well, there's a Canadian figure skater that she went viral for asking her prof in university or college for an extension on her paper. First of all, I can barely get the Canadian hockey team like times correct, so I can't imagine having to then realize that you forgot your paper to
Yeah,
send
well,
in.
she said it was like an assignment and it was only worth like a couple percent. But still, she had to like ask and be like, "Hey, she thought it was due on Sunday, but it was actually due on Friday." And then she got like, but she wasn't expecting it to like go viral, and it like just blew up, and everyone was like, "Oh my God, like give this girl
So funny.
her extension." She got her extension. She did post up that she got her
Oh
extension.
yeah, and he was like, "Enjoy." Like I've only ever played hockey like one time in
Yeah,
sport, so who cares? Um, there's so much going on in this
there was
Olympics.
so
Like
much. My
aside,
favorite,
tell me,
the Norwegian who won bronze, that confessed that he cheated on his girlfriend and is hoping that that would get her back by throwing it all on the line. I was
this
like,
guy's
you're
a
an idiot.
loser.
I was like, I hope that you just like, I
This
hope she
guy's a
does not bring it.
narcissist.
Because like she's talked about it afterwards and she was like, oh, like he like put it out, but she didn't seem like she was getting back together with him.
Yeah, because he's a narcissist.
Like that's what you're
I
gonna
could
do
tell you
after you
that
win.
right off the bat,
Yeah.
which is so funny. And he was like, they were only together for a couple months.
Yeah. And
But for
he's like,
him
this
to
is
be
the love
like,
of my life.
yeah, for him to be like, I may have won bronze today, but like, she's the gold medal in my heart. Like, if my
No.
husband, and I have been dating, I say been dating, and I've been with him for 10 years. If he ever said that to me, I'd be like, ew, bye. Like,
Thank you for your
sorry,
service, Nick.
thanks for your service, but don't ever say that to me again.
Yeah.
Like, I can't imagine how this girl feels after being with this guy for like, let's say 3 months, and he's on an Olympic stage
Yeah.
professing his love to her. And then she's just like, yeah.
Yeah.
I wish her all the success,
Yeah.
actually. I hope she gets a podcast out of it because
Yeah,
that's like
hopefully.
crazy. But also, what balls do you have to do that in your interview?
It's so at first I didn't realize like what was happening. I thought that she didn't know about it. And he's like, I've been cheating on you. I didn't like see the full thing. And then I saw the full thing and I'm like, oh my God, this is so embarrassing. Still,
That
it was still embarrassing
is
for that, but I
so
was like, whoa,
embarrassing.
what a shock. Like he's telling her that he's been cheating on her on the Olympics. But then no, she already knew. And then he was like telling her. I was like, whoa.
Well, then on the flip side of that, you had someone who proposed after the women's big air on Saturday after her run. Riley's face is already telling you what she thinks. I agree.
If
I
I
agree.
had
This is
just
her
finished
moment
my performance or whatever I was doing at
that
the
you worked your
Olympics
entire life for, by the way.
and my boyfriend came up to me and proposed, I'd be like, this is the exact same thing that I feel people getting engaged at the Eras Tour. If someone had
If you
proposed
get
to me,
engaged at a concert, like I can't with you.
but like if someone had proposed to me while I was watching my Taylor on stage, I would have lost my mind. Don't make me take my eyes off Taylor.
No, you
Like,
paid to be there.
yeah, like don't be, but same thing at
Oh
the
my God,
Olympics.
that's a really funny comparison.
If you're gonna propose to me after like if say we made the hockey team and we had just won gold, no,
No.
sorry.
But that would mean that my rock would need to be bigger than the medal.
Yeah.
Like I would like to think that I have a large diamond now, but
It
if
needs
you
to be
want to
even
make a
bigger.
splash,
Nick, if you're gonna do that ever again.
he won't. He will never do that again. I think we both blacked out in that moment. Um, yeah, I don't really agree with that either, unless it's something that she like really wanted. And like I know that like once all my friends started getting engaged, I was like, Nick, we've been together the longest and you're not proposing to me. Like, what's wrong with you? And there's like a little bit of pressure there. Not a little bit, a lot of pressure.
Yeah,
Um, so I mean, who knows if it was a conversation? I haven't seen anything like outside of that being like, oh, she was really upset about it or whatever. Because I mean,
well,
sometimes you
probably
just like
not, but
take what you can
she
get,
probably doesn't have the same personality as us.
probably. But that's kind of it for like our Olympic
Should we quickly touch on
chat.
Scott
Oh my God, I totally
and
forgot
wrap
about him.
things up?
Yeah, so I totally missed that one. Sorry.
So no, I jumped to Quad God, so
That's okay. Go ahead.
because I was talking about the young people, you know.
And Scott is not young, but yet he is. So Scott Moyer, who obviously is a Canadian Olympian for ice dancing, he's amazing. With Tessa Virtue, like we said, a classic. They'll go down in history as like probably the best ice dancers that Canada's ever seen. He's coaching for two different teams. In one,
Very strange.
in one, camera. What's it called?
What do you
Clip,
mean?
like where they pan to him.
Oh, like each. I don't know what you're talking about.
Every time the camera goes to him, he's wearing a different jacket. Is my
Oh,
point.
okay, okay, okay.
Like one USA team and one Canadian team. I did not know that coaches were allowed to coach for more than one country.
I did find that out. I don't know if you watched like the Piper Gilles and Paul Poirier, and then there was
Yes.
like Madison Shock, whatever. There was like that little documentary on Netflix. Did you
Mm-hmm.
watch that?
No.
Oh, okay. So if you watch that, then one of the coaches both. I think the Canadian coaches, two of them.
Oh,
Yeah.
who
But
knew?
still, I think that's very strange.
It is strange, especially since you're like one
Especially
of
Scott Moore.
Canada's crown jewel.
Yeah.
But I mean, whatever, good for him. He's like
They
raking in the money, I'm sure.
they reunited today, him and Tessa in Milan.
I saw that before we started recording. Very happy because I saw an interview that they weren't sure if they were going to be able to see each other.
But
So I'm assuming she's coaching as well.
I don't know. I thought she was just like there, like something for the figure skating, because figure skating is coming to an end
Because I
soon.
don't think her husband is on like an Olympic hockey team.
No, he's not.
So,
He's on the Toronto Maple Leafs, though.
oh, is he?
Yeah, Morgan Riley.
Oh, I didn't know
He's got my name as his last name.
that. Oh, aren't you special?
Yeah, he's an he special.
Oh, well, now that's our Olympic recap. Um,
Wow.
really big things are happening for us as well. Obviously, we can't tell you guys what's happening, but we have two very big announcements that will happen in March. We are so incredibly excited to be able to announce those and start working on these upcoming projects.
Yeah,
Rylee
Tasha's
is
gonna get
still,
some work. She's gonna have some stuff
my
to do.
facelift will happen. It's fine.
Yeah, yeah, her facelifts have not, she looks the same. What is going on here? I
No,
was
thank God
expecting a new woman.
I have a filter on right now. If
Do
you guys
you?
could only see, yeah, if you
I
guys
don't
could
have a
only
filter.
see. Okay, you know
I'm
what?
just natural
You
beauty.
don't need to. Do you want to see my aura ring right now? My aura ring is telling me that I am on major strain. Okay, and I've gotten my ass out of bed and still recorded. And I was like honestly considering, like it says
You were
major
gonna cancel,
signs.
weren't you?
There's fire.
You were gonna cancel.
Okay. I was thinking about it and then I was like, no, if I get up now and do this, then I should be able to like
Go about your day.
exactly. If I had stayed in bed, which I'm not gonna lie, I'm gonna make a coffee and go up to bed to watch the game because I have nothing else planned today. Um,
Must be nice. I gotta go edit this episode. Then I
well,
gotta.
I had a rough weekend, okay? You need to just shove that. Unfortunately, my family lost like our big family dog this weekend, so that was really difficult as well. It's just been like one of those where it's just like it rains, it pours. Like I said, shedding of the snake. We got
Bad
one more
things come in
day.
threes. Have you the three things happen?
Oh, okay. I also say that.
Really?
It's like an Italian. Yes, they say
Oh,
that it happens, or it's the
me and my
season
mom. It's like me and my mom say that.
happens in threes. No, you're totally right. Is it three? It's two for sure.
I thought of the third.
Okay. For me?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, yeah. Because I'm ill. Someone gave me evil eye, I swear to God. But yeah, so it's been a weekend here for my family, but that's why I was like, I gotta record today, or else I will literally not be able to function, and I don't want to be like that. So
Well,
thanks
we
for
got
getting
it
me
out
out
of
of
the way.
bed.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Yeah, thanks
My
for making me
pleasure.
go back to bed too. By the way, Riley's like, you to get ready for the podcast. Go back to like we'll talk later. What do you have set up for your day aside from editing in the hockey game? Are you doing anything fun on your day off?
No, I ran this morning, because we're
How was
running a
that? What's the
5K.
weather like? It snowed here at my house, by the way,
Oh, okay. My mom was like, "Is it supposed to snow here today?" Because
and
I was
it's
on FaceTime with her
gone.
before. Yeah, the weather, it's cold. It snowed before. It's only like negative like 6 or 7 though right now. So it's okay.
Better than what we had when we were there. It was like minus 14.
Yeah.
So that's all right.
Yeah. But I
And
don't
then
really have
you'll
anything.
come.
I'm gonna go watch the game. Meet my friend somewhere. We're gonna go watch the game and then
Fun,
come back, go to bed early because I'm back to work tomorrow. And then I work all the rest of the 6 days and I work closing ceremonies.
which you don't normally get to watch. So here you
No, so
go.
lucky me.
Lucky
I
you.
get to watch.
So you can do the
And
closing
then my mom
ceremonies
comes
notes.
on Sunday. So
Oh, that'll be nice.
yeah.
And then we're back in studio.
We have one more Zoom.
We have one more Zoom and then we're
And
back in
then we're back in
studio.
studio.
Yeah. I miss the studio. I don't know if I love this.
Yeah, I know.
It's a
I
good
don't love it either.
alternative.
It is a good alternative. I mean, this episode was good because we said we weren't going to talk. We only have 2 minutes left in this recording.
I know, which means we got to get going. So
Yeah.
Thank you guys so much for listening to the Olympic Repack by your Bench Warming Beauties.
Yeah.
We are so excited to be providing that service to you.
Quickly, do
Catch
you have a
us.
bench warmer or a beauty?
Oh, I wasn't prepared. My beauty, I'll say, is Aneta Tejralova for apologizing to Sarah Fillier. I think that takes balls to do.
Yeah,
Um, I actually thought of a bench warmer. And I'm like, ew. Well, I guess my bench warmer would be this Norwegian biathlon guy. You're a
that's fair.
loser.
That's fair. My
You're a
my my
loser.
beauty is Piper and Paul.
Love.
Yeah,
Yeah.
beauty is that. My bench warmer
Tell me.
is Team Canada.
Like in general?
In general, like, come on,
Oh, I thought you meant like
let's
in a
get something
specific
going here.
team. Hey, like you still got time.
Let's put on our big boy pants and let's go win some medals.
So you're
Cause
saying big
you're
girls can't wear pants either?
well, let's put
Nice.
on our big girl pants too. Like, let's just put on our pants. Let's
Just wanted to double check with you, make sure
hopefully
everybody
they're
knew our
like
pants.
tight pants, so like you walk a bit faster because you're
Hopefully they're Ralph
uncomfortable.
Lauren.
Yeah, there we go.
Well, you guys can find us at Benchwarming Beauties everywhere, TikTok, Instagram. You can follow me at Tasha Rose Breer on Instagram and everywhere else. Riley's got 600 accounts. Let us know.
Real life of Rylee for like more work, reckless Rylee for fun, you know? That's where we're
Well,
at.
and
I'm
yeah.
gonna make some TikToks of
Oh,
myself working and like stuff.
I'm
I'm
gonna make
gonna
some TikToks of me in
so you
bed.
can see like what I've been up to and like what you've been up to.
Yeah, no, I'll do that today. This is the perfect day for me to do that. Well, thank you guys again for listening. We'll catch you guys next time. And yeah, see you later.
Bye. Should we clap?
Clap.
Perfect.